Welcome, esteemed viewers, to Investor Web. Our channel is your one-stop destination for knowledge, insights, and thought-provoking content. Here we traverse various landscapes of intellectual curiosity, ranging from finance to lifestyle and everything in between. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious learner, our content is designed to provoke thought and stimulate conversation. Today, we journey into a somewhat unusual territory as we explore 10 experiences that surprisingly can make us dumber. Starting off our list at number 1 is the lack of sleep. It's a common misconception that sleep is merely a time for rest and relaxation. In truth, sleep plays a vital role in maintaining cognitive sharpness and overall mental health. When we sleep, our brains work to consolidate our memories, process information, and essentially recharge for the next day. When we deprive ourselves of sleep, we're essentially robbing our brains of this crucial processing time. This lack of sleep can lead to a drop in cognitive function, affecting our decision-making abilities, memory, and even our problem-solving skills. Over time, consistent sleep deprivation can result in a reduction in overall intelligence. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to sacrifice sleep for productivity, but remember, it's not just about the hours you're awake, it's about the quality of those hours. So remember, catching those Z's is not just about rest, it's about maintaining your mental sharpness. Next up at number 2 is chronic stress. Now, we've all felt the tension of a challenging day, but chronic stress is a different beast altogether. It's a long-term state of high alert and worry that can literally change your brain. Research tells us that chronic stress can shrink your brain's memory center, impairing your ability to create and recall memories. It's like trying to read a book in a room where the lights are constantly dimming. Additionally, chronic stress can disrupt synaptic connections, hindering the communication between brain cells. This can lead to decreased cognitive function, making it harder to learn and think clearly. But it's not just about memory and cognition. Chronic stress can also affect your emotional intelligence, making it more difficult to understand and manage emotions, both your own and those of others. So, while occasional stress may be a part of life, chronic stress is a different story. In essence, stress is not just a feeling, it's a mental roadblock. Number 3 on our list is poor diet. The food we consume plays a vital role in determining our mental agility. Consuming a diet that lacks essential nutrients can have a detrimental effect on your brain function and cognitive abilities. For instance, diets high in sugar and saturated fats can impair brain functions and even change the structure of your brain. On the other hand, a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains provides the brain with the nutrients it needs to function optimally. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, for example, are essential for brain health. Similarly, antioxidants found in berries and dark chocolate can protect your brain from damage. So the next time you reach for that bag of chips, remember, your brain needs better fuel to keep you sharp and smart. Hence, what you eat can make or break your brain's performance. Coming in at number 4 is the lack of physical exercise. Now, we often hear about the physical benefits of exercise, but did you know it's also critical for your brain health? Yes, indeed. When we neglect our physical fitness, we're not just putting our bodies at risk, but our minds as well. Physical exercise promotes the growth of new brain cells and improves the connections between them. This boosts cognitive function and improves memory. It's like a natural brain booster, if you will. And it's not just about high-intensity workouts. Even moderate exercise like walking can do wonders for your brain health. Furthermore, exercise increases the flow of blood to your brain, delivering the oxygen and nutrients it needs to operate at its best. It also helps in reducing stress and improving your mood, both of which can have a positive impact on your cognitive function. So it's clear, get moving because your mind needs exercise as much as your body does. At number 5, we have social isolation. Now, you might think that being a lone wolf is cool, or perhaps you simply enjoy your own company, but did you know that prolonged social isolation can lead to cognitive decline? That's right, our brains are social organs. They thrive on interaction and stimulation from others. When we isolate ourselves, our mental activity can slow down, and over time, this can lead to a loss of cognitive abilities. Think of your brain like a muscle. Without regular exercise, it can start to weaken. The same principle applies to your mental health. Regular social interaction is like a workout for your brain. It keeps your mind sharp, alert, and active. It's not just about having a chat over coffee, it's about challenging your mind, learning new things, and staying mentally engaged. Remember, connecting with others is not just about companionship, it's about keeping your mind active. Number 6 on our list is alcohol and drug abuse. A seemingly harmless glass of wine or a puff of smoke, when indulged in excessively, can have profound impacts on your intellectual prowess. Alcohol and drug abuse are known culprits behind cognitive impairment, a condition where brain functions such as memory, decision-making, and learning are significantly hampered. Chronic alcohol consumption, for instance, can lead to a condition known as Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, a severe form of brain damage that results in memory loss and difficulties with coordination. Drugs, on the other hand, can alter the very chemistry of your brain, damaging regions responsible for critical thought and memory. Long-term drug use can lead to lasting cognitive impairments even after the substance use has ceased. The effects of these substances are not just temporary, they can be long-lasting and in some cases irreversible. So remember, stay clear of these substances as they hold the power to cloud your mental horizon. At number 7, we present lack of mental stimulation. Imagine your brain as a muscle. Just like any other muscle in your body, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. The same applies to our mental abilities. Mental stimulation is crucial for keeping our cognition sharp and agile. Now, you might be wondering, what does mental stimulation look like? It can be as simple as reading a book, solving a crossword puzzle, or learning a new language. These activities challenge our brain, forcing it to create new connections and pathways. This cognitive exercise helps to slow down cognitive decline and keeps your mental agility in peak condition. On the other hand, if you're not providing your brain with enough mental stimulation, it can lead to a decline in cognitive abilities. You might find it harder to recall information, solve problems, or make decisions. So keep challenging your brain as it craves for new learning experiences. Number 8 on our list is exposure to toxins. Now, when we speak of toxins, we aren't just referring to hazardous chemicals in a lab. Toxins are everywhere. They could be in the air you breathe, the food you eat, or the water you drink. Now, why should you be aware of these toxins? Well, they're not just harmful to your physical health. These toxins can also have a profound impact on your brain function and cognition. Prolonged exposure to toxins can lead to cognitive decline, memory loss, and even neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Certain toxins like heavy metals and pesticides are known to interfere with brain development in children and can damage the nervous system in adults. Even everyday pollutants such as car exhaust fumes can have a detrimental effect on your cognitive abilities. In essence, our brain, this powerful organ that defines us as humans, is vulnerable to the toxins we unknowingly encounter in our daily lives. Hence, steer clear of toxins, your brain will thank you. Coming in at number 9 is dehydration. One might not immediately associate cognitive decline with not drinking enough water, but the link between the two is more significant than you might think. Dehydration doesn't just make you feel thirsty, it can also seriously impair your brain's function. Your brain is approximately 75% water after all. When you're not sufficiently hydrated, your brain has to work harder to perform its usual functions, which can result in feelings of confusion or difficulty focusing. Moreover, prolonged dehydration can have a detrimental impact on your memory. A study showed that individuals who were chronically dehydrated performed significantly worse on tasks involving both short-term and long-term memory. So, the next time you're feeling a little foggy or can't seem to remember where you left your keys, consider this. Have you been drinking enough water? Our bodies, and especially our brains, rely on us to keep them hydrated. So, keep hydrating, your brain needs it. And finally, at number 10, we have aging. As we ride the wave of time, our body and mind change in ways that are often out of our control. This includes the unavoidable process of aging, which can lead to cognitive decline and reduced mental agility. Our brain, like every other part of our body, ages. The neurons, the building blocks of our brain, start to work less efficiently. The connections between these neurons, which allow us to think, learn, and remember, may begin to falter. This can lead to slower processing speeds, difficulty multitasking, and challenges with learning new things. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to counteract these effects of aging. Engaging in regular physical exercise, eating a healthy diet, maintaining social connections, and challenging your mind with puzzles, reading, and learning new skills can all help to slow this cognitive decline. Remember, aging is inevitable, but keeping your mind active can help slow the cognitive decline. To recap, we've journeyed through 10 experiences that can make us dumber. We've explored how the deprivation of sleep can lead to cognitive impairment and how chronic stress can affect our memory and learning capabilities. We've looked at how a poor diet can negatively impact our brain health and how a lack of physical exercise can hinder our mental agility. We've delved into the impact of social isolation on cognitive decline and the detrimental effects of alcohol and drug abuse on our brain function. We've also highlighted the importance of mental stimulation in maintaining our cognitive abilities and the potential harm of exposure to toxins on our mental capacities. We've talked about the dangers of dehydration on our cognitive functions, and finally, we've touched on the inevitable cognitive decline that comes with aging. Yet despite these challenges, we have the power to mitigate these effects through conscious choices and healthy habits. Remember to subscribe to InvestorWeb for more insightful content. Until next time, stay sharp and keep learning.